So hello there, welcome back. It is me, Vin again, also featuring my commentator, Light, if you'd like to introduce yourself.
Yo, what's up? Yeah, Vin showed me this game, but I ended up speedrunning it a couple days later after she showed it to me. So we're both speedrunners of the game.
And then you roped me into moderating it, so yeah.
Yeah.
So
it's like, by the way.
Yeah, so this is Threshold. This game came out this year. It is a very fun, boogie little experience, and so we're using that to our advantage. So time doesn't start until, you know, I state it is when you click the country that you want to play as, that's when time starts. And time will end when you just see the screen go to black with just pure text on screen, after just this really kind of sort of gradually increasing audio to a train going backward. So we're going to play as the UK because we get the most air with this. This goes according to height of mountains in each country, which also introduces a lot of bugs, but never mind. So as soon as I press this button, time starts. So 3, 2, 1, go. So we're playing on the UK with traditional Chinese on. We don't play with English because it is broken. Threshold will stay on the screen sometimes when you're trying to just scoot.
Yeah, what's interesting about the language is it has like a garbled kind of audio language, like kind of like Animal Crossing. So the language doesn't affect the audio, but because there's less like characters on screen, it'll speed up the audio. So like it'll start stacking like the character talking to you over each individual dialogue. It's kind of weird. And so whatever. Oh, you did
We got
almost
lucky.
getting the bug. So like the credits kind of showed up there because that's like where the credits play. They play at the start of the game in this one. And if it appears while you're doing the elevator skip, which was like a quality of life feature that the dev gave us to go up the elevator faster, it'll just like stick that whole thing across your screen and it will never go away. But we noticed like playing on Chinese it never appeared, but Chinese in general is just faster for not for Mo's dialogue, which is this character we're talking to here who has a very bloody mouth, but for like anyone who has an audio based dialogue.
Pretty much. And this is a train, below train.
The infinite train.
Infinite train. You will never not see it. And we're just trying to get a whistle off him, so if you're trying to sleep, this is your alarm speaking in just like a few seconds now. Alarm incoming.
Yeah, so, you're not able to see it here, but the lore is basically like, you have to blow this whistle to keep the train going, but you can't really breathe because you're like really high up in the mountains. So he's like, all right, so we're going to give you this glass air can.
So we just basically, we eat glass here.
Just bite into this, homie.
I'm gonna line up with this here, this little canister, so that Mo's pattern will kind of just break, because it breaks as we're going through here. And
yeah, he has pathing issues.
yeah, we try to take advantage of that during the run so that we can overlap some text here. So we grab a ticket and we start commenting on Mo in front of his face. It's an internal monologue, and then he's going to run away from us because we're weird. And then we're just going to go in here. I got a ticket. This is for more air, for more glass to eat. And I'm just going to run. And you got to go into building 1 to activate the ability to grab a bucket. Don't ask me why. It is just the triggers in this game, they're really, really weird. And I'm just gonna get that. I should be jumping in general, because this is the time when we just want to be wasting all of our air. Because we're high up in the mountains, don't worry about your altitude sickness. This is all the altitude sickness that we can grab. And gonna get my whistle out. Excuse me,
so
why am I running in place?
Oh, that's interesting.
That's a new
Things
bug.
that kind of cost air are like anything that's not walking, essentially.
Yeah, so... And then as soon as this kicks in, it's sort of automatic. It's on a timer, you mentioned, as well, right?
Yeah. So like once some text appears on the screen, he's like, oh, I can't breathe. Pretty much you wait for a timer for him to run out of air here. And this first death is actually like... It's nothing that you would be forced to run into in a run of your own, but it gets Mo to come out here and save us and give us free air, basically.
Yeah, like that. He shoves glass in our face and forces us to wake up to this cruel reality of train spotting.
And the reason why we want him to come back out is we need to show him that we learned how to use the bucket. Basically, he's like, whoa, you already know how to use a bucket. You're kind of cool, dude. And then he's gonna be like, yo, check out this wood pile. Just start collecting wood, stack it up here, and we're chill. And then he's gonna hang out. So we're gonna actually get rid of him by entering building 1 over here.
Yeah, like the lore is there was another guy in our position prior to us. He died like a couple of hours ago and got replaced. Just
literally
like that.
2 hours ago.
Just like that. Died just a few hours ago. And then there's this weird entity thing that we talked to in here. I don't know. But train. And train needs to run. That's basically what we know.
And it knows trains. You can go now.
Yeah.
Once you see the
question mark
that like
is kind of the key.
Yeah,
indicator.
those 2 characters that it's like highlighting red is basically asking like, oh, do you have any questions for us? So like you're always looking for those 2 characters basically to show up before you can leave.
Yeah.
If you try to leave early, they get kind of mad. They're very egotistical. They're like, you better listen to me.
They demand that you listen. There's no choice about it either. And so I'm gonna get like all the air. There's like one hidden up here, one hidden behind here with a message like, you know, I'm gonna hide it somewhere safe. And then I'm gonna get all the wood. Because we need to get ready.
Yeah. You need 4 in that stack, you need 4 on your person, and then there'll be 4 kind of loose ones.
Ring. Yep. I'll grab 3. I can grab another in a second.
Yeah, I mean honestly, like there'll be always an extra one like near the actual mesh wall that we'll need for later.
Yeah, and then we eat glass. Bang. And then we gotta go back.
I'm gonna blow 2 more times.
But sometimes it's interesting because if you're just hanging out, the timer kind of goes less. The timer stops going down as quickly as you could if you're just kind of away, so it's like there's some experimentation I'd still like to try. And then after this one, there we go.
This game had a lot of triggers that we were kind of like fumbling through at first.
Yeah.
And for the longest time, we weren't doing this thing that we're going to be doing, which is this train is going to crash right now. We're going to try to hit this trigger along the river on this rock.
There we go, quick one.
Which is that sound right there. It's a really fast trigger. If you don't walk along the river there, it takes up to like 2 minutes before the train slows down.
Oh, we got a cutscene. I'm not sure how to avoid that sometimes. It might be the rock right outside the building. Or it might not be. It could just be, you know, sometimes it's bad luck, but oftentimes it's positioning. And then the train stops and all the entities just start arguing with themselves like, wait, why did the train stop? Is it because this new guy is here? Are we gonna pin the blame on him? Nah. And we also have a mouth top kind of left here. It bugs out inside this room. I don't know why. If you jump, so maybe don't do that. And then it kind of goes back to normal. But we have infinite air in here, but outside we don't, so we can die out here, but not, you know, not
yeah, invisible entity needs air, but not you.
So I'm gonna forgo some air that is back behind a rock because I want to pick up some extra wood. And it is here. And then we're gonna go ahead and just try and call Mo back through the megaphone. So that's gonna slowly but surely crawl its way up. Now this might get a little bit, to be fair, we still got time anyway. I'm gonna do a little bit of air. Because if you are a little too loner, he will start walking and before you pass out. And you want to be able to keep running, doing your thing, and I am going to grab that air, I think, before getting everything sort of set up. Just as a failsafe. Or I can do this, and then just be like, yo, okay. I might be risky.
You'll blow this one, and then, like, you'll grab the one that's in the river, basically.
Yeah. That's normally how you do it. I'm just... Hi, I'm in the air now. Thank you. You do move during the cutscene sometimes, but not always. It's a really weird one.
Really
what on earth? Not.
Hi, Mo.
My man, please. Thank you.
And then we actually need to show him a toilet.
Yeah.
We gotta be like, yo, Mo, check out this toilet.
I'm gonna be like, hey, isn't this cool?
The reason being is you just have to, like, ask him a question, and then it puts Mo on a timer to leave. Like, if you don't ask him a question, he'll just kind of infinitely follow you.
Yeah.
At least for a long time. And there's a lot of ways to dismiss Mo, and that just happens to be one of them.
And what we're gonna do now is just rush the train. And you can time this if you want, so that it'll go, like, just so that you do the whistle, like, just as after this goes up above, you hear a sound. And so you can time it so that it goes... Really? I am dying. Really? I'm not keen on that. Anyway, we're gonna rush your train. You can time this so that you use air as well as just, you know, and the whistle so that you don't have to keep waiting on this sort of thing, but then Mo will get mad and softlock us, so I'm not gonna risk it.
Yeah, that was a nice little softlock we discovered, like, within the past week.
Yeah,
it's funny because we were playing on Chinese, we didn't know what he was saying. It's like, why are you... What are you saying, bro?
I did try to use a translation tool. There we go. This is what we need to activate. And then ask him about this.
Yeah, that's why we basically rushed the train.
Yeah, it's hurrying up a trigger that's meant to happen, and usually would just happen much later, but yeah, we don't need to wait on it, is all. Yeah, you found that out. Don't know how.
Yeah. I always thought about it, and I was just like, I just don't want to wait. And this is why he's already leaving, because we asked him about the toilet earlier. If you didn't, it would take him like 30 seconds to leave.
He likes to take his time, for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, that was nice.
That was nice.
And then 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, never mind.
Yeah, the one
There's one left.
Yeah,
that's true. So we got 2 air. We have enough. There's 1 extra air up here in, like, the observatory section that I like to call it. And then we're just going to take some wood, collapse the post, because why not? We're feeling a little anarchic right now. And then just throw this down. We're not allowed up here, at least not for quite a while. But there we go. And then we kind of discover what's in the train. We're usually meant to get in my mouth by just moving, use the air, because you waste like a few seconds. There we go, mouth. And then we're just going to drop down here. Almost trapped in there, but no, we did not.
That last text right there is the one that says my mouth, and it's basically like the previous tenant, Nee. He just left like a bunch of stuff around for someone else to find, and one of the messages is like my mouth. You can grab this one.
Yeah, exactly. And this is the different whistle.
There's 2 other like texts everywhere, and if you get all 3 texts, it kind of gives you a hint as to where this black whistle is, which is in his grave, in his mouth.
Yeah. So we don't really like our employer at all and what he's doing. And I'm gonna eat some glass. Give me a sec. And we're just gonna use this other whistle that we found after putting some clues together and just say, hey, you know what? We could totally just screw our employer by using this whistle, slow the train down and send it back. I don't want what you're selling. Like all of that right now, that is just coming up over the horizon. Not keen, not too keen. So I'm gonna eat some more glass so we don't pass out. And use this a little more. So we're just gonna send the train back, so we'll be coming up to time shortly, actually. Yeah, just a torrent of blood over there. And then after this, we'll be just kind of on a timer then for the train to roll back, and we'll freeze in place here. Here is my bucket. And then time is as soon as the train runs back. There may be, okay, depending on where you're standing, you may or may not see an ending cutscene. This may, I don't know actually if it'll work, but nevertheless you'll just see black text, a black background with text on the front of it, and that's time. Oh, we got the cutscene, cool. Time. And that is Threshold. Wow.
Good job.
Thank you. And thank you as well for helping me commentate this, because there is a lot more to the game, just it's compact. The run is way more compact than it used to be. It used to be like half an hour. A little more.
Yeah.
Give or take.
It used to be a bit more chill and honestly nothing happening.
And now it is actually at a point where you can probably get a lot more competitive with it.
Yeah.
Just seeing how much time you could like shorten down. But yeah. So if you are also interested in this also, you have speedrun.com, and as usual it's up on there as well. And yeah, so again, thank you very much. You know, hopefully I will see you still here for the next run, which will be Strobophagia. Yeah.
Beautiful. Okay, wonderful commentating and wonderful run. That was really good. Yeah. All right, we'll be right back right after this transition.
Something to hold on to, gotta find it first. But here I am, 'cause I've been laying under palm trees waiting for the summer